As final preparations for the 2010 National Farm Machinery Show were being finalized yesterday, the weather brought an unwelcome cold snap, and outside the snow was flying. But inside at the Kentucky Exposition Center, things were heating up as crews were preparing the track for the highlight of the week, the National Championship Tractor Pull. Thousands of tractor pull enthusiasts from across the country convene on the Kentucky Exposition Center to take part in one of the country's largest farm shows each year and see the greatest spectacle in all of tractor pulling. But the 15,000 fans who will pack the stands of Freedom Hall on Wednesday night are the beneficiaries of a lot of hard work that goes into the pull before it starts. Von Bauer, normally an equipment manufacturer from Peyton, Iowa, is one of those who makes this, the granddaddy of all tractor pulls, the most popular event of its kind. Tuesday afternoon, Bauer was helping out as the crews were readying the track for the pull that begins on Wednesday night.
Very good red clay, to be honest with you. Louisville has one of probably the better tracks in the nation, especially for indoors, but even compare it to an outdoor track, it's awfully good, especially if we get enough moisture in it.
On Wednesday night, when the pull gets underway, Bauer will be one of the people riding in the sled to make sure that things continue to run smoothly.
Basically, I'm in there more for safety when we're going down the track. Otherwise, you reset the sled back to the zero starting line after you make a pull.
Okay.
But during a pull, they're really there more for safety.
Across the way at Broadbent Hall, the stars of the show were getting checked in, weighed in, and checked over to make sure the thousands of spectators stay safe during the pull. Iowa farmer Dave Nelson, who in his mid-30s is an old hand at ensuring the safety of the tractors taking part in the pull.
Safety rule is a cable over the top of the engine down underneath the pan between cylinders 1 and 2, to where if the head would ever leave the engine, if the head would split off, the intent for this cable is to blow forward instead of straight up or back into the driver.
Preliminary rounds begin on Wednesday night, and 3 of the total 6 classes will run each night. The top 3 tractors from each class will qualify for the final round on Saturday evening to eventually determine a champion in each of the 6 classes.
Modified tractor. These modifieds carry different combinations of engines, from Hemi engines to this is actually 2 school bus motors, diesels converted to alcohol. So it's kind of that funny car multi-engine class tractor class.
Okay.
And so they're called modified tractor.
Okay.
That's what the class is. If you look behind us there, those tractors are super stocks. Those are going to look like your traditional farm tractor. They're allowed to run up to 4 turbos on the one engine. They're restricted to in that 600 cubic inch engine. They're required to have the stock engine block and stock rear end. Looking at that, some of them look like, oh yeah, that just looks like we souped up the motor and all that, but you take that tin work off, the tin work may be fiberglass. There is nothing stock on that tractor other than some cast pieces underneath. Mm-hmm. Everything, the frame is all tube racing frame. There's a lot of high dollars sitting in this room just right now, and the room's probably only half full.
From the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky, this is Greg Vincent reporting for AgWeb.